Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendi McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendi McNeil here with Charlie Jane Speakers, and thank you for tuning in to today's podcast. Today I'm going to talk about how you can get in some practice that you need to become an accomplished public speaker. It's going to be a great podcast, but first I want to welcome you over to our free Facebook group. It is called Grow Your Speaking Business. Grow Your Speaking Business. You can find us on Facebook. Another way for you to get over there too is going to be just put in www.speakingbizcommunity.com. Speakingbizcommunity.com will also get you over to our Facebook group. So I'm going to start, and we're going to talk about how to get in the practice that you need to become an accomplished public speaker. All right. There really isn't a more accurate phrase than practice makes perfect, right? I mean, no one is a perfect public speaker right off the bat, right? I mean, you might have on-stage charisma, but you might forget crucial elements of your speech, or you might be well-researched as they come, but lack the confidence to deliver your insights in an impactful manner, okay? So whatever your shortcomings may be, there's only one method for overcoming them. Yep, you guessed it. You've got to practice. But how can you get in the hours of practice you need before securing your first speaking opportunity? Well, beyond speaking to yourself in the mirror, there's plenty of ways to get in some practical experience. So I'm going to run through some ways that you can actually practice and perfect your speaking craft. Join and participate in your local Toastmasters chapter. All right. Toastmasters is awesome. They're a nonprofit organization. They help individuals develop their speaking skills most of them have weekly meetings. These meetings are structured to provide quality time for the members to practice their public speaking skills through various activities. Okay. Including impromptu speaking, evaluations of presentations, and impromptu scene work. So it's a great organization. Upon first glance at Toastmasters, it might kind of seem like a intimidating place, especially for introverts to be, practicing your public speaking, even though it can be nerve-wracking to speak in front of others for the first time. I feel the welcoming environment of Toastmasters is a perfect place to really, try out your skills in a very friendly and very supportive surroundings. So if you want to learn more about joining your local chapter, I think that a simple Google search will probably help you out with that. I am going to, I did do a blog post actually on Toastmasters on my website at charliejane.com. You can hop over there and go to my blog, and that'll help you kind of track down your local Toastmaster, because I do believe that I had like a list of Toastmaster chapters on there. So hop over to my blog and go find that blog on Toastmasters. Another one is going to be to visit your local associations and just give a short speech. Okay. It doesn't matter what your industry is, right? The chances are that there is a local association or a group that would benefit from what you have to say. I can almost guarantee it that there's an association out there that can benefit what you have to say. Okay, so from networking groups to neighborhood associations, just giving a shortened version of your speeches and your presentations to small groups can really build your confidence, and you kind of iron out some of the kinks that you might have in your speaking. Okay, so while some of them you're probably not going to get paid, These speaking opportunities are a vital step in building your speaking skill set, okay? And really, it should never be underestimated or disregarded. So visit some of your local associations, to give a short speech. The next one, I want you to record yourself, okay? I want you to record yourself giving a speech. Recording yourself is a key element of practicing your speaking. When you're on stage speaking, you're too close really to objectively evaluate yourself. However, when watching or listening, to a recording of your speech, you can more calmly pinpoint the areas that you really need to work on. In fact, speaking in front of a camera is a great strategy to use when you're trying to get comfortable, with getting on a stage and speaking in front of an audience. You still have the nerves of trying to get it right, even though there might not be anybody there to watch you, making it an excellent practice activity. I want you to watch, this is the next one, I want you to watch and learn from accomplished, seasoned speakers on video, right? There is tons of videos of public speakers available online, everywhere. From TED Talks, which, these are awesome. TED Talks to speeches delivered by famous politicians and CEOs. These videos can be a great way to get a sense of what you need to accomplish in your presentations before stepping onto stage in front of an audience of your own. I want you to look at their body gestures, their posture, and the way in which that they deliver their sentences. Do they ever pause? If so, for how long? What is it about them that makes them seem so comfortable on stage? These are all questions you can answer by watching experienced public speakers on a regular basis, everyone, okay? Watch them. Although I want you to be you, and I teach this all the time, don't copy anybody. There's only one you. These are just to watch to see what it is that they do that makes them comfortable. You're really going to find what you do as you go that makes you comfortable. All right. But watching other people and watching other speakers is an excellent way to start. You can take what you've learned and you can put it into your own practice if it fits you. All right. Practice your speaking mentally just as much physically. Okay. A lot of the fear, or confidence public speakers experience really stems from their mental state on stage. That's why it's vital to practice your public speaking skills mentally just as much as you might physically. All right. So, for example, let's just visualize giving a speech about the importance of improving employee communication at work. Try to imagine how your body will feel on stage. Do you feel confident and strong, or do you feel nervous and unsure of yourself? If it's the latter, try and dig into what is making you feel that way. Maybe you feel nervous about, the feedback you could receive from your audience. Try and work out why you don't feel confident. If you've researched and have the information you need to give a good speech, what's holding you back? What's holding you back? Whatever the issue might be, use your mental practice time to dig into it, and then, if necessary, fix the issues before going on stage. Another one is practice makes perfect when it comes to public speaking. So make sure you put the time in. Well, speaking comes naturally to many of us. None of us are infallible, right? So whether it's overconfidence or a lack of onstage presence, we all have aspects we need to work on and improve before becoming an accomplished public speaker. By following the tips that I talked about, you can make sure that you practice enough to be 100% confident and comfortable on stage, right? I'm not talking about right before you go on stage, because if you are nervous and you have butterflies before you go on stage, this is a good thing. This keeps you on your toes and it means you care. Okay, I'm talking about feeling 100% confident once you're on stage and you're doing your thing, all right? Now, if you want to learn more about how to become more confident and a better public speaker, I want you to head over again to our Facebook group, Grow Your Speaking Biz. It's full of public speakers at every stage of their career, from newbies to seasoned pros. They are all in there swapping hints and tips and just really cheering each other on. So I really encourage you to hop over there. It's called Grow Your Speaking Biz. Find us on Facebook, or you can put in www.speakingbizcommunity.com. That will get you over there as well. So that is it for today's podcast, and I look forward to seeing you over in the group. Take care.